The optimism that we had that the Glazers were willing to sell Man United after the transfer window, after getting in other players to obviously heighten the price of the club, is totally off. A story being brought to us by a male sport presenter doing what we call business news. The guy is called Alex Miller, has confirmed to us that the Glazers are going to take United off the market. The reasons being given to that are really huge. I've seen very many people going on Twitter putting up their own references, and I'm going to obviously tell you the different sides because we want to flip this coin and see what really happens when this coin is really flipped as far as all this is concerned. Welcome to this channel. It's called Rokani. It's called United Matters channel. Good morning, and hope you guys are really having a fantastic evening. It's a big match day. Today, I'm obviously going to let you know who traveled for London to sit here to take on Arsenal and the missing two players that we are not seeing in there for you. So let's see close to 400 likes much in this video. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily. It's a shocking story coming in the morning, a Sunday where some Christians, almost Christians, are going to church. Those that don't go to church and pray from home like me, because God is omniscient, may God fulfill all your endeavors. And let's take it to the next level. And the Muslim viewers and subscribers, Barak Lau Fikum. Now, let's start it off from the story that really made headlines yesterday night. I came back from radio and I was really tired. I couldn't really match the levels of obviously talking to you, the people of United Matters channel. They've told us that the Glazers are going to take the Man United off the market, having failed to get close to their anticipated asking price, according to a source with a long-standing close ties to the American family. That is Alex Miller. He's a sports finance journalist slash editor in the Money Columnist, in the Mail, on the Sunday, the Mirror, the Sunday Mirror, the Daily Telegraph, and FC Business. Now, when you hear this coming in from a business journalist, it obviously sends you down to where we've been, that the Glazers have gone ahead to turn heel amidst us being optimistic that they're going to sell this club after the summer transfer window, because the stories that we have put out like 2-3 weeks back indicated that the Glazers knew that if at all they sell United to Sheik Jassim Al-Thani, it will take him close to 1 month for approval from the Premier League, and maybe the targets that Erik ten Hag would have gone ahead to want to sign would have been off the market, and they were given a benefit of doubt, and they found themselves in a situation of not wanting to sell by then. And after the summer transfer window, we thought that maybe there's going to be progress and green light for them to sell this club, but it's vice versa. There is no green light given to the Glazers, to Sheik Jassim Al-Thani or Sir Jim Ratcliffe on the sale of Manchester United to that side. So what does that mean? It means the Glazers are obviously going to stay. And I've always told people that amid these people going ahead and obviously striking, those don't matter to the Glazers. Do you know why last time it mattered to them, when people were really demonstrating? Because the team was not performing very well and they had no future. They had no manager who could obviously take them to making money. You know, the fact is, Erik ten Hag coming in through at Man United has seen United's seasonal bookings go high. Before the end of last season, 150,000 people had gone ahead to make bookings for the seasonal tickets, meaning that they had a sold out crowd before even the game, before even we kicked into the end of the season. So that means they anticipated a lot of money. There is a deal of Adidas that's going to have to come in through that is giving United £90 million per season, provided they go in the Champions League. And with Erik ten Hag, trust me, we are guaranteed to be playing the Champions League every season. You know that very well. With the additions of players going to have to put in the squad, though most of them are not the first-class targets he wanted, he's going to take us to the Champions League again. And that's what's keeping the Glazers around here, meaning that they'll obviously be wanting to know whether we are going to obviously get in more money. And the fact is, they're going to be getting in more money. People have gone ahead and said the Glazers don't have money. They don't have money to spend. Guys, the Glazers have been like this, you know, not able to buy Sofian Amrabat on a permanent deal, and they're going to pay his money in May, is a calculated move in the direct direction, because they might have sat down Erik ten Hag and asked him that, which players do you need in the next future? Sorry, like in the January transfer window, summer transfer window. And trust me, Erik ten Hag will need a right-sided centre-back, one. He'll need a centre-forward, right? He'll need one midfielder. And who else? I think he might need like 4 players next summer. So for the Glazers, when they sit down and calculate that, that would be like £200 million, you know? And they are going to be able to spend £200 million next summer. Do you know why? If they've happened to spend the amount of money they're going to have to spend this time when they never had money, or when the financial fair play rule never allowed them to spend more money, because they could spend close to £200 million, what is going to happen when they're having a deal of Adidas that has £90 million? They're going to get like 60 or 70 million pounds from the Champions League, add on the ticket sales, add on the money coming in from the Premier League. They might get close to 600 million pounds this season, and that's going to help them to go ahead and obviously sign in players. And with United obviously getting rid of Harry Maguire, Scott McTominay in the January transfer window or summer transfer window, it will help them to create space to get in more players for the club of Man United. So for my case, I don't believe with anyone who says that these Glazers don't have money. Remember, last summer transfer window, as it ended, they said we never had money. But where did we get the 150 million pounds we spent on Casemiro and Anthony? It was a loan. They went and really got a loan of 150 million pounds because the financial fair play rule, could allow them to obviously inject in that money. Like this time round, the financial fair play rule could allow them extend only 50 million pounds. And trust me, they borrowed that money. And when they go out and bring out the books of accounts, they are going to show that. You wait in the next quarter, they'll show us that they went ahead and borrowed money to sign Rasmus Højlund in there for you. So that is what the Glazers are all about, and they are planning to take United off the market because no person is willing to give them £6 billion. And they believe that they are going to work around the clock to get United to a fee of £6 billion. And trust me, if you happen to win the Premier League, or if signs show that we are going to win the Premier League or compete for the Premier League, Champions League, there is no way they are going to sell. There is no way they are going to sell. And that's it coming in from Alex Miller. Then he went on and added that sources close to the interested parties have been left frustrated as to the Glazers' stance, making multiple rounds of offers and being given no indication of where they stand. So that is Sheik Jassim Al Thani and Sir Jim Ratcliffe. They don't know where they stand. They don't know where they stand. So their stance onto what the next move of the Glazers is going to be is unknown to the people that are willing to buy the club. So it shows you that unless Qataris extend their bid to £6 billion, the Glazers are clinging on selling the club. They don't want to sell it. They want to keep it here, and they don't want to go anywhere. That's what we are getting in from the Glazers. And Alex Miller added on and said, the logic of taking United off the market now, says the source, is that the Glazers will try to sell the club again in 2025, when they hope financial and environmental factors may attract more bidders. So this is what they are going to do. I told you the Glazers are anticipating United to make a lot of money this season, 2023-2024 and 2024-2025. Why? There is a shirt sponsor deal that United are really chasing. They want to sign a 10-year deal that could obviously get them £100 million per season. That's what they are. You remember when they made a presentation to the Qatar, and the Qataris bounced off, and the Qataris bounced off because they never wanted to give them financial power to obviously stay at the club of Manchester United. Then they proposed to South African Airways, South Africa, as a Visit South Africa ad onto our shirt, front shirt, to be the shirt sponsors. And I think they're really negotiating and working around the clock to see to it that those deals really coming through. So the Glazers anticipate to get almost 200 million pounds from the shirt sponsorship and the kit sponsorship. Kit sponsorship, that is Adidas. Now, if they get in a shirt sponsor for 100 million pounds, that is 200 million pounds from those two people. And they're going to be actively into the Premier League. If they happen earning like 140,000 pounds, 140 million pounds per season, that adds up to 350 million pounds. Then add on the money from the Champions League, that adds up close to 400 million pounds plus, like 420 million pounds. Then when you add on the money that comes in from the Get collection and other sponsors like the Tezos that bring in 20 million pounds, is it TVX, those that are really onto the sleeve arms of the shirts of Man United, you understand? So they're going to average close to 600 million pounds a year, and that's going to keep them at the club of Man United for a very long time. And they also anticipate that maybe the Super League is obviously going to come in through and obviously add more money to this group of people, you know. So this is what's going to keep the Glazers of Man United for a very, very long time, and they are willing to stay and not go anywhere. So everyone who is saying that the Glazers don't have money, they've gone ahead to invest. And let's credit them for obviously doing this for Eric Ten Hag, because Ten Hag spent 200 million pounds in his first summer, and his second summer he has spent 60 million pounds on Mason Mount, 50 on Andre Onana, that is 110, 72 on 72 on Rasmus Højlund, that is 182 million pounds. 7, I think it's 5 on Ben Dair, that is almost 190. When you add on the 10 million euros they bought Sofiane Amrabat, almost 200 million pounds have been spent by Man United. You understand? So if Ten Hag is kept on being given that money, close to 200 million pounds per season, he's going to compete, and trust me, he's going to build up a team that is going to compete, and the Glazers are going to be here, and they're going to be calling in for more and more and more money. This is frustrating as we who want the Glazers out, but I'm bringing you the facts. I don't want to lie. I hate the Glazers. I don't love them at the club of Man United, but trust me, all the ground has been laid for them to obviously stay at this club of Manchester United. So I think it's very embarrassing and very annoying for we, the fans of Man United, as it has gone ahead to be on record that the Glazers are willing to sell and not willing to sell until 2025, because by 2025 they really understand that United's value would have gone ahead to go high and reach the level of even 7 billion pounds, because they know they need more suitors. And they are so much shocked for only having two people that are really vying for the club, that is Sir Jim Ratcliffe and Sheik Jassim Al Thani. And they believe that after 2 years from now, they'll get in more and more and more people. But the big question is, how are the facilities going to be improved at Man United? That is the big question. Secondly, how is the stadium of Old Trafford going to be improved? All going to be really all a new one being built? Where are they going to get the money? Because 2 years from now, will they stand the strikes, the demonstrations, the riots coming in from Man United? Because the first game of the season, people made a demonstration outside Old Trafford. The second game at Old Trafford, that is Nottingham, there was a sit-down strike for 1 hour after the game of Nottingham really got done. So I don't know where this leaves them, whether it will turn them on, but for the previous sorry about that, for the previous seasons, we've seen this not moving the Glazers an inch. I don't know whether it's going to move them an inch or not, but I can confirm to you that the Glazers are really working onto their stay at Manchester United, and they are not willing to sell. Man United are declining to comment to the story. The Rain Group didn't reply to requests for comment, and Sheik Jassim Al Thani's camp source said they had nothing. So it shows you that the reporter of this story went ahead to obviously go to Man United to see to it that they get a feedback from them. United declined that, you know. However much the workers or the employees of Old Trafford are really striking because of what is happening at the club, nothing is moving on the Glazers, guys. Nothing is moving them on, and the Rain Group too is declining to comment on these comments because they know that they have gone ahead to conduct one of the worst ever club sales in history. And I think the Glazers did this all in the heart, all in the name of at least showing the fans that you wanted us to sell. We tried to sell, but we failed to get the final person to really get this club. That is it. That is it. And they anticipate more money from the sale of the club, and maybe they're working around the clock to obviously see to either rebuild the stadium and facilitate it to the next level. So this is a very shocking story ahead of the game of Arsenal and Man United, but all you have to do is to wait and see how this pans out. But I can confirm to you that the Glazers are taking United off the market. You get? Sheik Jassim Al-Thani disappointed, Sir Jim Ratcliffe disappointed, and the only thing that is trying to obviously frustrate them, or is the only thing that will keep them in the market to sell Man United, is Sheik Jassim Al-Thani or Sir Jim Ratcliffe putting a 6 billion figure onto the table to buy Manchester United. I've had some people say it might be a take for them to frustrate Sir Jim Ratcliffe and the Qataris to obviously make it £6 billion because they know they have the money. That is also not ruled out here onto this channel, because you never say never on certain things, because the Glazers have done lots of things. Obviously, see Sir Jim Ratcliffe, Sheik Jassim Al-Thani increase his bid close to £5.5 billion. And as it stands, you never know. The Qataris might obviously say, we are going to obviously inject money in Man United by putting the bid to £6 billion. So guys, your thoughts onto Glazers taking United off the market are welcome in the comment section below. It's not a good story as we prepare for the game of Arsenal. I know this very well, but that's what has been given to us, and we come in peace to sign out for the day as we cover you all in the precious blood of Jesus Christ. My Muslim viewers and subscribers, Barak Lau Fikum. Rokan David says bye for now. See you in the next hours. I'm out.